Well, GeorgeNotFound responded. Now, if you haven't seen my last video, or you're not really caught up with this whole drama, GeorgeNotFound, a member of the Dream SMP crew, basically, the Dream Team, was accused of sexually assaulting a girl named Katie Bugs, prominent YouTuber slash Twitch personality, I guess. Gets about like 100,000 followers on Twitter. Pretty good. Well, she accused GeorgeNotFound of sexually assaulting her the night she went to VidCon, basically, and there was a party afterwards. And the picture she painted that night looked pretty bad for GeorgeNotFound and Dream, essentially, because Dream was at that party as well. GeorgeNotFound responded with a stream, and in that stream, he had a pre-recorded video he wanted to show his audience, and well, he brought some receipts. That night, GeorgeNotFound describes as a night of laughter, fun, and drinking. He was not aware of her being 18. She does say she said she was 18 in a version during one of the party games, but apparently he did not hear that. But nevertheless, she was drunk before arriving to the hotel party that they're doing after the initial VidCon party, which is 21 and over only, which apparently one of her friends snuck her into and then led to her being drunk into the Dream party. And then apparently one of her friends left her alone, 18, drinking underage. Apparently she didn't give a shit. Good friend, by the way. Whoever that friend is, they really know how to be a piece of shit. Let's make sure we call that person out whenever that person gets exposed, because whoever that person is, it's kind of fucked up. Now, GeorgeNotFound describes the night as being playful and funny. Apparently, something Katie Bugs didn't describe her in her initial allegation was apparently they were snuggling and cuddling the entire night they were playing. Basically, multiple times she would get up and recuperate these type of feelings towards GeorgeNotFound multiple times during the night, where they would cuddle for multiple hours, and he would proceed to make moves on her, which now she's describing as sexual assault. So it's getting kind of weird. And then after the fact, GeorgeNotFound describing how months later she wanted to meet up with him again, never describing any type of mistreatment during the night at all ever. And now, after GeorgeNotFound's response, Dream also responded, saying that what happened that night was closely described to what GeorgeNotFound is describing, and that Katie might just be lying. And apparently, at the end of this video, GeorgeNotFound did, there are people that Katie Bugs surround herself with that do not like Dream's group and might be purposely feeding into past interactions with Dream and Dream's friends and making it seem like they're abusers and sexual assaulters. Now, since Dream also alludes to this as well, that they might believe this might be true, and I want to know who these people are. Who are the people that this Katie Bugs surround herself with are feeding into her mind that she was basically assaulted? I need to know, because this might seem like a little bit of a super mega situation we have going on here. If you don't know what that is, you should. Just in case you don't know, look up Turkey Tom. He has a good video on Super Mega you should look at. And basically, it's not looking good for Katie. Unless somebody else comes out and saying that's not what happened, this will forever be a he said, she said, by the way. Rarely there's any pictures, and there's nothing we really can say about it. But there are some people we should call out who jumped on the bandwagon. Hey, I'm Rue, someone who has nearly 100,000 followers on Twitter, who said, basically, silence is not a yes, you fucking piece of shit. About 1 million impressions. And then someone called Piso Live. This was in response to GeorgeNotFound wanting to wait and do a informational live stream, which I just described before. This is what people said about like hours, minutes after he tweeted that out. Gathering all the information and proof, I can't imagine the excuses you could possibly have for what you put her through. You're disgusting. And this person had over 100,000 followers on Twitter. We got Sniffer-ish. Oh, screw you. There's nothing you can make it consensual. She never said yes to anyways. And 2, you got her drunk, illegally, might I add, to a point well beyond her ability to consent. Because in case you forgot, intoxicated people can't consent. Boom, what a burn. This person has 500,000 followers, by the way. And then we got Snigsnag, someone who has about 400,000 followers, and a person that got 40,000 likes on their post. You and your dorky ass friends treat everything around you like shit, and we all know it. You're getting what you deserve the whole time, buddy. Have fun. Okay. And then we got Boomer NA, someone got 30,000 likes, who has over 400,000 followers. What in the living fuck? Literally, what the shit could you possibly come up with that doesn't make this weird as fucking hell? Literally underage drinking and freaky ass shit, bro. Just stop, man. Well, apparently he assumed everyone was 21 and over since they were at a VidCon party specifically only for 21 plus people, which she was snuck into by her friend who is 21 and over. Good friend, by the way. So basically, the dunces, I like to call them. You would have to assume that Dream would be lying. about this. In Dream's post, he also insinuates that this might be a psyop by some people that don't like Dream and his SMP crew. It's getting real fucking dirty. But like I said before in my past videos, you don't even have to take a side on this. You don't know these people. We don't even know who's telling the truth or not entirely. Because it's an online thing and not like with authorities or adults who can handle this, real adults, then we're never going to probably know exactly what happened that night. Well, I don't think we'll never be able to ever know, but to jump to the conclusions like these people did, you guys be an idiot to do that.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.